Rosary, solution to break generational curse and release ancestral blessings. Prayers are used to help poor souls in purgatory, who are considered holy but unable to help themselves. Jesus indicated to Saint Faustina that the conversion of deeply sinful soul, ruined soul, requires sacrifice, beyond just prayer. The Rosary is considered a chain of hope that links the Church suffering in purgatory with the Church militant, living, and the Church triumphant, heaven. It acts as a spiritual tool for healing, enabling the ruptured to find peace, both for the soul in purgatory and for the family members left behind. Verse 10. The next day, an evil spirit from God rushed upon Saul, and he raged in his house. David was in attendance, playing the harp as at other times, while Saul was holding his spear. 11. Saul poised the spear, thinking, "I will nail David to the wall." But twice David escaped him. 12. Saul then began to fear David because the Lord was with him but had turned away from Saul. Mark chapter 3 verse 10. Those who had diseases were pressing upon him to touch him. 11. And whenever unclean spirits saw him they would fall down before him and shout, "You are the Son of God." 12. He warned them sternly not to make him known. Intergenerational or ancestral trauma, where unresolved traumatic experiences, dysfunctional behaviors, and emotional wounds of a deceased family member are passed down to living descendants. Addressing generational trauma is critical because it embeds unresolved emotional, physiological, and psychological wounds into family lines, profoundly shaping personality traits, behaviors, and health. This inherited trauma often manifests as anxiety, hypervigilance, low self-esteem, and maladaptive coping mechanisms, influencing how individuals relate to the world. Many are unaware of the impacts of unresolved ancestral trauma. Without intervention, unresolved ancestral trauma can manifest in parents as impatience, frustration, and poor communication. If this chain is not realized and healed, it will continue. If a person is committed to praying the Rosary in the family, he can receive the higher call as a victim soul. If a family member of this victim soul is suffering in purgatory, God may allow this family to pay off the spiritual debt of that soul through their own suffering. While this process can cause significant turmoil in the family's earthly life, it is believed to result in long-term spiritual liberation, breaking negative family patterns, and bringing the deceased into the beatific vision. The family may experience a violent triggering or a manifestation of the issues a deceased family member struggled with, which are now being inherited and purged within the living family members. The Rosary praying person acts as an anchor of grace, providing healing to the soul in purgatory and to the living members' inherited character traits. Anchor of grace. A person dedicated to the Rosary within a family acts as a spiritual anchor, mediating graces that can help heal intergenerational traumas, character traits, or negative patterns. Paying off debt. While not a formal theological term, the image of debtor's prison is used to describe purgatory, where the suffering of the living acts as suffrage to pay for the temporal punishment due to the sins of the dead. Breaking patterns. The persistent, daily, and family Rosary is provide a shield of protection and a chain that brings God's mercy, grace, and liberation to both the deceased and the living members. Heirs.